Hello and welcome back. Today I am in northern New Mexico. I'm actually in Abiquiu, New Mexico. I'm in Plaza Blanca. It's behind me. I'll zoom in and show you here in just a moment. But I'm very fortunate. I'm just very honored to be here today. I left yesterday from Fort Bliss and drove up and got a hotel in Santa Fe. Got up early this morning and about an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes drive up here to Plaza Blanca from Santa Fe. And so this is where Georgia O'Keeffe did all her work. She painted here, and photographer Todd Webb. So this is kind of their haunting ground. You know, this is where they did all their work. She lived and operated out of Ghost Ranch, which isn't too far from here. But this is where they would travel and do most of their photography and painting. So I'm just gonna maybe spend an hour or two here. I'm using the Fuji GW690III, which is a 6x9 negative centimeter, 6x9 centimeter negative. It's a rangefinder camera, so I'll do film. I'm using Fuji Velvia 50 ASA, so it's a color positive film, transparency. And I'm just gonna bathe it with the light, and capture all these formations, and also I have my Nikon D750, so I'll do some full frame. And so I'll be here maybe 2 hours, God willing, and then that's what I plan to do, just some full frame and some medium format film, and just have some fun. I'm here by myself today, and it's just kind of, there's nobody here. It's kind of weird. It's just, you know, it's just, it just goes on and on and on, and I'm the only person here, which is kind of weird. I thought there'd be a lot of photographers here photographing, but, you know, it sure isn't like Gettysburg, I can tell you that. Holy moly. Okay, well, again, I'll show you the images after this video here. Thank you. Okay, so I wanted to show you the film camera that I used at Plaza Blanca. My digital, I used the Nikon D750 full frame with the 24-70 zoom. And this one, with f2, that was the f2.8. And this one is the film camera that I used, okay? So let me show you the, right here, Fuji GW690III. This is a medium format, and the image size is 6x9. Okay, a lot of times the square format is 6x6. Well, square obviously, literally, would have to be 6x6, but this is a 6x9. They come medium format, comes in different sizes. So let me help you too with usually the size of the negative is telegraphed in the name of the camera. So like you have a lot of 645 cameras that are medium format. 645 means it's 6 by 4.5 in centimeters, the negative. Okay, so this one, the GW690III, what they're basically telling you is it's a 6x9 negative, and it's reflected here. 6x9 professional, okay, Fuji. And this glass, let me show you the shutter in here. So it's got a leaf shutter. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. So a leaf shutter means the shutter is built into the lens, just like on the old Rollies and the Hasselblads. Okay, the leaf shutter is in the lens. It's not a focal plane shutter where there are curtains that travel near the film. Okay, so the shutter here is actually in the lens. This is a 90mm fixed. Okay, this isn't a zoom, it's a 90mm fixed lens. So again, it's a rangefinder. So let me show you around the camera here. This is the back. This is your reminder slot where you can tear off the tab of the box and put it in there to remind you of what type of film you have in there. Show you the bottom. This has got a really low serial number. I'll show you the serial number here. That is crazy low. That is a very low serial number. Okay, and this one actually shows you what's cool. It shows you the number of actuations. Okay, so you can see here, make it 73. And it says here total number of shots, and multiply that by 10. So it only has 730 shutter actuations on this camera, and it's made in 1992. So it's it's 24 years old as of this recording. 24 years old, and the shutter's only been fired 730 times, which is just amazingly low. This camera is absolutely mint. I just got it recently off eBay, maybe a couple months ago, 3 months ago. It was about $500, but it's absolutely cherry. It's just ridiculously mint, and I believe this was a special because of the serial number, but I don't believe in just using my cameras for display. I actually shoot them, okay, no matter how clean they are. I shoot my cameras. I just don't believe in
putting them on a shelf and using for. And I'm not trying to be judgmental. If you're the type, or you buy a mint camera and you just use it for display, I mean, different strokes for different folks. But I'm not that way. I shoot. I want to enjoy the cameras. So here I'll show you the film compartment. It's just mint. It's absolutely mint. Look at that. There's hardly any wear whatsoever in this camera. There's no signs of wear. Everything is just cherry. Okay, so I wanted to show you the camera. I didn't mean to go too long. But this is the GW690III 6x9 format, which means it's basically, it lends itself to landscape, right? Because for landscape, you kind of want, you know, the 3:2 aspect ratio in landscape, maybe even wider. But to me, this is perfect. I like this. It's the 3:2 aspect ratio. If you do the math, 6x9 is still 3:2 aspect ratio. Okay, so that's the camera. And okay, now I'll show you the images. Oh, let me show you. I forgot to. Hold on. Let me show you for comparison. So you have this. You can just show you the size of this camera. That's why they call it the Texas Leica. This is a Nikon FE2. This is your standard DSLR, and this is this big giant 693 rangefinder camera. Just huge. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I took 4 rolls of the Fuji Velvia. Normally you get 12 exposures per roll of medium format if you shoot 6x6, but this Fuji is a 6x9 camera, so you get 8 exposures per roll. So I'm just going to show you old school. I've got my camera here pointed toward the lamp to illuminate the slides. It's color positive. So I'll just show you 8 of the images, 1 roll. Again, I took 4. But I'll just show you old school what the images look like on the slides themselves, on the roll of film. And then I'm going to cut these and then scan them into my Epson V600, and I'll show you these same images scanned digitally. Okay, but again, I just want to show you old school. I just love film. Just again, the tactile experience of touching it and looking at it through the light. Again, this doesn't do it any justice here, holding it up to this lamp. But when you actually hold it up to sunlight or whatever, and the light shines through, and it's just absolutely beautiful. This Fuji Velvia, I just can't say enough good about it. I used to shoot it in the 90s, and then I'm just recently picking it back up again. Okay, thank you so much.